Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Chopping It Up with A60. I'll be your host, A60, back in the building. We're about to have a great conversation tonight with a good friend of mine's, family member of mine's, brother of mine's, softball player, teammate, just a straight up, genuine guy. We're going to get into that. But before we do that, I just want to give a special shout out to all my friends and family all over the place, my New York family, East Coast, West Coast family. Shout out to my Mo Better teammates, my Another Level teammates, my Buck teammates, my Legends family. Just shout out to everybody. Shout out to the ladies of softball. Shout out to my man, Mr. T, the OG, the original OG to the game. And before we get started with the show, I'm asking everybody that's tuning in, please like and share this episode. Please like and share. Also, go to my YouTube channel, Chopping It Up with A60. I would appreciate that. And subscribe to my YouTube channel. Again, go to Chopping It Up with A60. That is my YouTube channel. Please subscribe. Also, like and share this episode. Now, got to pay the bills. So I want to say thank you to the Spencer Squire Foundation, Patrick and Anna, Brian and Jack. Thank you for always supporting me. I want to give a shout out to my boy Uncle, JC1 Printing. You see I'm wearing that good A60 fitted. Well, it's not a fitted, but we getting there. Embroidery. And we still got the A60 line out. We also got the Texas Rebels line out. Also want to give a shout out to the Queens Defenders, Anthony, my guy Dagger, Heather. Thank you for always supporting me. Really appreciate everything you guys done. There wouldn't be no me without you. Thank you for always doing what you do. And also give a special shout out to Kamara Jackson, my boy Al Watson, for always letting me use the Elite Learners offices, computers, whatever they have. They always let vehicles, whatever, they let me use everything. And I'm more than appreciative. Every time I come in town, they show me so much love. So I just want to say thank you to all my friends and family up there in NYC. We're going to be talking about mental health. We're going to be talking about life. We're going to be talking about how my boy fought through stage 4 cancer. We're just going to be talking. We're going to be enjoying tonight's information. We're going to be enjoying the conversation. We're going to be enjoying ourselves. You know, we only got 24 hours. So let's make the most of the hours, the time that we have, because it's very short, as everybody probably knows that. So get your popcorn ready. If you got questions, put it in the chat. If you want to ask me anything, I guarantee you I pretty much will answer anything that you ask. And, you know, again, let's have some fun. As you know, I got this brand new cup. See this? Ask me about my podcast. Appreciate it. Give her a special shout out. You know who you are. Now, introducing a man I happened to meet playing in St. John's, Kingston Park. And when I say meet, it was more of mutual respect. We had the opportunity to always just chop it up, conversate. He will always rap. He always have a 40 in his hand, but he will always just talk to me. And again, conversations were more, not even just softball, but it was more because I'm young, 17, 18. I'm young, still playing. I'm in college, you know, playing ball, traveling. And it was more on the lines of just someone to be there. A lot of the guys that I was with, played against, played with, they were like my big brothers because I was the little brother. And that's why I'm Little Al. I'm going to always be that. That's never going to change. I don't care if I get 75, 80, God willing, I'm going to always be Little Al. And I'm thankful that that name stays with me. And this young man, like I said, we talked more on a personal level than softball. Then softball happened to be a connection. For those who don't know, St. John's and Kingston Park was a connection to any and everybody that played in that park. We was a family. Whether you wanted to, you competed against each other, you were a family. And this young man As I said before, he was somebody that I can definitely be dependable on. Family, brother, always held me down. He always made himself available to me at any given time whenever I just wanted to talk or just to say, hey man, this is what I'm going through, this is what I'm dealing with, and he was there. And to say that, I couldn't be more happier to have him on my show. So without further ado, I would like to bring my boy Stat, aka Whip, to the A60 show.
Yo,
What up, baby?
what's good, man? Good seeing you, bro.
Definitely, it's always a blessing.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. So proud of you, man. The things you're doing and the moves you're making with the kids and everything, man. You know what I mean?
Appreciate that, man.
Yeah.
Appreciate that, King.
I like the way that you dance when nobody's looking. You know what I mean?
Got to give them that 1-2 step every once in a while.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Basically, when you live your life based on that. You don't worry about who's looking. You do what you do, and what you do is a positive thing, and I appreciate that.
Appreciate you, King. I appreciate you being on the show. We
me.
always talked about that. We've shared stuff. We've just hit it, back and forth. We've done some things, and we've always figured out how we're gonna get this together. And when you hit me up, it was very important because again, me going through the things that I was going through, and then for you to just say, hey, I want to talk about this. And again, this is not just about softball. This is bigger than softball. You know what I'm saying? Because people got lives outside of that world. And that's why I wanted to say, man, thank you. I really appreciate you for doing this. Appreciate you speaking your mind, speaking out, and talking about it, because awareness is something that we need to know, especially as young Black men. It's something that we definitely don't have that information, or we don't want to get that information. And it's good that you coming on the show to speak your truth. Peace, Anthony, my brother, another person I did an interview with. We need to do part 2, Ant. Shout out to my family, Jamal in the building, Molly Mall, what up? Dee Dee's in the building, I see you. Everybody saying what's up to you, Whip.
What up, y'all? How y'all doing, man?
What's up to you? I see XAN is in the building. Appreciate the cup. So you get a shout out. Okay, I got you. Whip, let everybody know where you're from, man, because I see you all over the place, man. Back in the days, you was with the 40 ounce and all this. And what neighborhood you rep, bro?
That's the funny thing, man. I basically, to be honest with you, got 100 names. So I've been 100 places. You know what I'm saying? It's like some place you go, it's Robert Stack. Some place you go, it's Cool Ass Whip. Some place you go, it's the Fat Boy. Some place you go, it's the youngest son of Patricia. Depending on where I was at. But I rep Bed-Stuy to the fullest. You know what I'm saying? I'm a Monroe kid. I'm from Monroe, but I rep Lewis Avenue so hard, Putnam Avenue. You know what I'm saying? And Troop, I'm putting them in Troop. Brevoort, family. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. The funny thing about Brevoort is that until social media came, a lot of people thought I lived in Brevoort.
Really?
Yeah, they thought I really got responses like, yo, I thought you lived in the project. You know what I'm saying? Maybe it was a good thing, because if they didn't, maybe something would have happened. But
right.
You know what I'm saying? I can sit on the benches or sit in the circle in the projects or whatever, and I'm good. You know what I'm saying? But basically overall, it's Bed-Stuy, man.
Mm-hmm. Let everybody know what school you went to. But now, I know you said you were on Monroe. I was on Gates Avenue, Gates between Troop and Marcus Garvey. You already know what it was.
Right.
A lot.
Yeah, right. Even like before we walked a lot, the corner store I grew up, right? My grandmother, that building used to be their building. Where the corner store is at, where Mike's was at.
Yeah.
On top of that, where you see the windows wrap around with the 3 windows, that was my bedroom. But schools, junior high schools, I went to a bunch of them. I went to 271, 324, 296 in Bushwick. I said 324 and 35, but 35 is where I met Brewood at. 35 is where my puberty hit. 35 is where I started being, Shabon, another name. You know what I'm saying? And yeah, that's and then I went to the high. Then after the high, I went to the old high, got in some beef where I couldn't really go back. And no, it wasn't I got beat up and then go back. Got in some beef and couldn't go back.
Normally, that's what people think. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I know. I gotta clarify that. It wasn't that. It definitely wasn't that. But what happened was in the old high, we had, and this is what I mean by sports. We had went and played basketball, right? The old high, the part of the old high we went to was called Bed-Stuy Outreach. So we went to play Manhattan Outreach up in Harlem. I guess it's Harlem, 102nd Street, wherever it was at. And we played, came back, whatever. The next year got in beef. But my mom was like, I'm leaving the house at 8. I mean, I'm leaving the house at 7. You leaving too. Leaving. You can't stay here. You got to either, what you going to do? And I still don't have my diploma at that time. So I was like, wait a minute. The coach up there liked me. So I wound up going back up to the school and register up there, whatever, and wound up getting my GED, which I'm proud of. And, you know, because I'm proud of it because I had to get up every morning and get on that train and go to work. I mean, and go to school. So what basically happened is those are the schools that I actually went to. A lot of things happen up there, but we don't have to get into those conversations.
Nah, that's for another.
Lewis Avenue, I love y'all.
You know, you say something. You said something, and I want to touch on it. You said you got your GED.
Mm-hmm.
I got my GED too. You know what I'm saying? I actually went to I went to the high with Frank Mickens was up there, and then I left there and I went to Redirection. Where I went over there, you know, went over there and played ball over there for 1 year. For 1 year, and then I left and went to Wingate. You know, went there. Yeah. So getting that GED, I couldn't have played college ball without that. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And luckily I have some great coaches to help me get that. But again, that's another story. So
it's hard.
That GED is something good. You know what I'm saying? I don't want people to think that it was a bad thing. You know, that was just another option. You know what I'm saying? Like it was just another option.
This is what I say about the GED, right? You just cram 4 years of education with one test, bro. We don't have that because for me, you know what I'm saying? That time was gone for those 9th, 10th, 11th, 12th grade. So all of that was crammed in that year for me to study for that test. So yeah, I salute everybody that have a GED. You know what I mean? And it's a wanted thing. It wasn't, you're already at that place. So it's a wanted thing. You have to want it to go get it. You're not forced. You have to want it to go get it. So,
and you couldn't fail one part. You had to pass every part.
Yeah, right. You know, and that's one of the things that I want to get out to people, and it kind of resonates with mental health. Stop thinking everybody that dropped out of school dropped out because they was dumb. It's social issues. Some people dropped out of school just to get money. Some people dropped out of school because they had babies. Some people got dropped out of school because they was bullied. That don't mean they stupid. It just means that they couldn't deal with the social issues of school. So a lot of people think, oh, he dropped out, he couldn't handle it. No, it's not that. Or she couldn't handle it. It's really, a lot of times, it's social issues. So when you look at, the way I look at it is like, well, with me, it was social issues. But the way that I look at it is like,
I just had school issues.
it wasn't not with school because at the end of the day, you know, you can learn anything if you get the information. But at the end of the day, what I'm saying is that a lot of people stop looking at people like they dropped out of school because, oh, they stupid, because that's the conditioning we got. Oh, he or she dropped out. She must, you know, they must be stupid. No, they're not stupid. It's social issues that be happening in people's lives and their families. Some people had to drop out of school just to take care of their family. Now, are they better than the people that graduated? To me, yeah, kind of, sort of. You know, you're feeding your brothers and your sisters, you know what I'm saying? And especially in, you know, the era right after my era, you know, high school era, that crack hit. You know how many people had to leave school because their moms was a crackhead and their father was a crackhead, and they got to take care of their little brothers and sisters and don't want them to go, but you're going to call them dumb? Fuck out of here. Excuse me. Sorry. I just got to move.
You're good.
You know what I mean? Yeah. So, but yeah, those are the schools that I went to.
But it's different, like you said before. Just because people take their GEDs, they look down at you because you took it, and that's not even the point. Like you said, everybody has other issues that's bigger than what's going on in school. Like for me, I be honest, I just was not a school person. I just was not a school person. Yeah, I love going to school. I just didn't like going to the classes. You know
Right.
what I'm saying? But then it got to the point to where I wanted to play sports and I wanted people to see me play. I had to go get that GED before I can do anything.
Right.
Now it's totally different, but did I have those same issues? Yeah,
Yeah.
grandmother, grandfather, definitely. They was not raised with my parents, but then again, I just had to be me. So I agree with you 100%. Everybody don't know what's going on, and those are the real issues. People do have babies. People really got to take care of their parents, family, whatever. People do have their family that cracks. And if a person said they didn't have a family member that was not on drugs or some type of drug, blessings to you. I know
Right.
for a fact that mine's had it, so it was
Yeah.
effective.
Everybody had it, but I want to salute those that didn't know.
Agreed. Agreed.
It was there. You just didn't. You didn't know, and that's a good thing. You know what I mean? It's a good thing because when that hit, everybody talk about the crack era and laugh and smile and who's getting money and this, that, and the third, and we make these big documentaries about who was hood, who was getting it. All right, that's fine. But the victims. There's a lot of victims, bro, for them to have them Mercedes Benz. There's a lot of victims that when they had to sit there and drive the cars and have the houses that they had. We don't glorify that. Every documentary is about who was the gangsterest person in Brooklyn and Manhattan and Harlem and da da da. But how did they get that? You know what I mean? And we always sit down and say to ourselves that I was around a lot of people.
And that's not knocking their hustle. They did what they had to do.
Right. You know what I'm saying? You got to make a choice. You know what I'm saying? But there was a lot of victims. You know what I mean? It's like I tell people. Me personally, I was a sidewalk nigga.
You said
wasn't a street nigga.
Right.
But I had a lot of crossing guards. And what I mean by
you got to tell them that. I was just about to say you got to tell them what that crossing guard means.
Right. What crossing guard means is street dudes make sure I was okay in the street. When I got off that sidewalk, went in the street, not him, leave him alone, chill, just and the third, and navigated me through those streets to make sure I'm all right. Just like your crossing guard do when it's time for you to go to school. They make sure that you don't get hit by a car. Those guys, and some girls was making sure I was good when I hit those streets. You know what I'm saying? When I step off the sidewalk for a minute, you know what I mean? And be in certain places I'm supposed to be, then jump back on the sidewalk, So, it's I salute them.
Shout out to my boy Smooth for making sure he was my crossing guard.
Exactly.
He didn't let me get in that. He let me get in the car, but he told me to get out.
Right. He's not waiting. He's not waiting for you to jump out.
He's like, nah, this ain't.
A lot of us had it, especially people like. I don't mean to put it that way, but people like you. The potential athlete, the guys that, you got potential. What are you doing? You know what I'm saying? And those days, I think, it's gone. You know what I'm saying? For the most part, because these young dudes don't want to listen to nobody else, and times is different, and woo, woo, woo. Yeah, times is different, but it's the same scenario. But
to say that, it was crazy, and I know I didn't jump up and down. Judge just hit a home run, 2-run homer. So I just want you to know.
Judge I'm good.
Yeah, he hit a home run. You hit a home run while I'm doing an interview, Judge. Yeah. That's okay, bro. Keep
me informed because I ain't by the TV. I stayed away from the TV so I can be able to.
So you see me look up, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. That's what I'm going.
I already see you. I know what it means, so it's not me.
And I'll share a quick story. When I say Smooth, that's my guy. I remember I was about 13, 14 years old and, struggled. I was just like, I'm tired of struggling, seeing mom struggle, grandma struggle. And I said, you know what? I need to start selling some weed or something around here,
Right.
Give me $20 off a pack. I don't know.
Right. You don't know the number, but you want part.
I don't know what it is.
But you want it.
And when I went up to Smooth, I said, yo, man, I just need to do something, man. He said, all right, yeah, I got you. He told me straight, I got you. Come on. Come sit in the car with me. I'm sitting in the car with him, and I'm thinking he's going to give me everything. And he turned around. He said, let me tell you something. You play sports, right? I said, yeah. He said, you need to focus on that.
Right.
You don't need to focus on this. He said, I'm going to tell you right now, I bet not ever see you ask anyone for anything. If you need something, you come to me, and I'll take care of you. Other than that, get out this car. And I don't want to hear nothing else from you. And I never got back in that car.
Right. Yeah. But that was those days, you know. I know what screwed everything up, man.
Yeah, it was crazy.
Yeah.
Oh, Chisholm hit a home run too.
Cool.
Okay. I know we're jumping around. I want to talk about something that's important in the hood, and I'll share some stuff with me. I shared it on my last interview. Mental health.
All right.
I think for Black men, person like myself, we don't have outlets. And I think when we say outlet, meaning I've always been a person that's a loner. So when I say loner, meaning I don't really pick up the phone. I'm a proud person. So for me to ask for something, I must really need it. But it hurts that I have to do it sometimes.
Right.
And I was in a situation where I really had to ask for help. And I hated doing that at the moment. But it also put me in a kind of a really bad depression. And I still battle with it at times. I'm getting 100% better. It'll be 4 years on Sunday that my moms have passed, and I still have a hard time dealing with that. And I think for men, what is your answer to, and it might not be the answer or solution, how do you feel as Black men why we are so proud to ask for help?
Well, first thing what I believe is that conditioning. You're going to hear me say that a lot tonight. Mm-hmm. You're conditioned. You're conditioned to being embarrassed. You're conditioned to expectations. So what happens is everybody want to wave that we family flag. Yo, we family, son. Yo, Al, you need anything, nigga, let me know. But the other side of it doesn't happen. Al, I need something. So if we family, it's supposed to be a two-way street. You know what I'm saying? It's like one of those blocks that's a two-way street that turned into a one-way street. Because now I'm too proud to ask you, but I'm okay for you to ask me. Mm-hmm. So that we're not trained, or I'm going to say trained. We're not taught to ask for help. Mm-hmm. Now, also coming from where the Black community comes from, one of the biggest things in the world is to say, I don't need to ask nobody for nothing. Mm-hmm. But at the same time, I'm sitting in squalor because I don't want to ask nobody. But I'm coming to everybody's face and look like I ain't nothing wrong. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? So now I'm falling into this deep depression because now them Jordans, or that outfit is kind of wear down, and I'm constantly wearing the same thing, and now I don't want to be around nobody. Now you disappear. Now you're alone. But if you family, what I think that happens is that we've been trained to. I keep saying trained. We've been conditioned to keep telling people we all right when we're not all right, because then you ain't strong. Mm-hmm. How the hell I'm gonna be strong if I need to get a loaf of bread and I can't get a loaf of bread? That's not strong. The strongest thing is to reach out to somebody that you feel supposed to be family and go, yo, bruh, help. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? So at the end of the day, when we help each other, that train keeps going. That circle stays in a circle. It doesn't break into a U. You know what I'm saying? And when it breaks into a U, it's about you, not about nobody else. And that's even when you're on the depression side, because now you're being selfish. Because now you're hurting me when I look at you. Damn, my man fucked up. Look how I feel. That's my face. Mm-hmm. But if I could have helped you or you would have asked for help, I wouldn't have the face my man fucked up.
Right. Okay.
All dominoes. It's all dominoes. But I believe that we're just taught that way. You know what I mean? And at the end of the day, when you look at it, it's sad. We shouldn't be teaching our kids or our grandkids that, yo, if that's family, whoever it is, you ask for help. Asking for help is being stronger than not asking for help.
Is that because of our upbringing or our environment and the environment that we're around?
It's not the environment. Look, 90% of the stuff that you learn is from your family. First thing you learn, you look at little kids and you look at these videos, you see this little kid do the whole math tables and she's 3 years old. That's because the environment she's around. Then you look at another video and a little girl cursing. That's the environment you're around. So if you're around people that's sitting around and smoking and drinking, I'm not saying that's bad, but the conversation they had, they keep forgetting that kids are sponges. Those are seeds that's being planted. And as them seeds is being planted, the flower grows when you get older. Yo, my dad and my uncle, they don't ask for help. I'm not asking for help. You don't even go to your father and your uncle for help. You know what I'm saying? And even when you did it, especially as a teenager, all right, boy, I'm gonna show you how to go get your own. So you don't have to ask for help. Now you're a grown man and need help. You've been taught your whole life not to ask. So now you sit in the corner somewhere in a depression. Those things have to change.
How do we as Black men, one, get help, two, change the cycle?
First thing is, once again, we're talking about conditioning. Let me ask you a question. Now, I went for anger management to a psychiatrist, right? And what I learned, mostly the psychiatrist said, hey, Mr. Taylor, what makes you angry? Going across the street make you angry? Don't go across the street. Only thing that psychiatrist did for me for years, I went to her. You know what she did? I could talk about Al and don't worry about it, I gotta get back to Al. Why I don't have a friend like that?
Right.
You understand what I'm saying? Like, I could come and see you and be like, that nigga keep getting on my motherfucking nerves, and I know it don't get back, I can release that. But if I don't feel I have a friend that I can trust like that, now I'm walking around, I can't talk to Al, I can't talk to him. Let me go talk to a doctor. Oh, if we go talk to a doctor, something wrong with you. You must be crazy. Now, how everything is based in community in this world, to me. Say me, you, the whole St. John's family. We all go see a psychiatrist. Now the person that don't go, something's wrong with them. You should have said. Once they get in our circle, you all go see a psychiatrist. Yo, what's wrong with that? Because this is what we do. Everything is community. So somebody got to break the ice to say that they do it. Perfect analogy. I'm in a barbershop one day, Son's Barbershop on Marcus Garvey Avenue. I forgot the artist's name, but it was that record. Oh man, something. So crazy. I'm so crazy. Now, not gonna say nothing, but you know, between Jefferson and Hancock, what block that is. Cross the street from Sean's barbershop. Cross the street where Sean was working in the barbershop. We all watching it. This is after hours, barbershop closed. We're sitting there, we're watching it. Record go off. I've been drinking. I was like, yo, that shit was dope. Another motherfucker went, yo, that shit was kind of dope. The another motherfucker said, yo, that shit is dope. Now we all in this big laugh, like, yo, that shit was crazy, son. But see, if I've never said nothing, nobody would have said it was dope because they don't want you to think that being that it ain't a hardcore record, you like it. That's how mental health is. I mean, that's how mental health is. Nobody wants to say anything about it. You know what I'm saying? The reason I got depressed and I found out, you know, the mind is so beautiful. If you just open up and forget about not forget about what you was taught, but question what you was taught. And then go search the answer. When I got depressed, right? It was, let's use my mother. My mother died, 99, stressed. Then from remember, I said my name was Shaboom. From the teachings, oh shit, I heard my mother in my head. Heard her again. I did something and I thought about what my mother was saying. I'm hearing her voice. They say you crazy when you see people talking to nobody. No, they probably talking to somebody that passed away. They're having a conversation with. Don't people never leave us, bro? You know what I'm saying? You can have once you accept the people that passed in your life, as I can go to them for any, because you've been in 100 situations with these people. You want their advice? Just think about it. Damn, what was she saying? Oh, last time I was talking about making chicken, she told me to put the flour on it. Okay. You hear her telling you this. They're not gone. You, as an individual, make them gone. Then you get depressed about, and here's the weird thing, a lot of people get depressed about, they're not a tangible person no more. I can't touch them. But when they was alive, you wasn't with them every single day. Now you need them to be with you every single, now you just need them up here. The mind is a beautiful thing. What do you want to do with it? But you was taught, I'm going to show you something. If I'm lying, let me know. You was taught to cry at funerals. That's another condition. You go to a funeral and you cry. Bob died. Oh, that's fucked up. But if you listen to the people that get on that podium and you listen to yourself, know what you say? Always, I can't hang with Bob. I'm not going to be able to see Bob. I remember we used to do this. Now I ain't going to be able to. So are you crying for them or are you crying for yourself? Why do people
never put that in perspective like that?
Why do people keep people on life support? Is it for the person? This person life, quality of life is gone. They got to lay in a bed and people have them laying in the bed for years so they don't have to go through the pain. So really being selfish. So me personally, what I realized, they're here. I can tell you what Kiba thinking about right now. He's alive. I can tell you what Big D, God bless him, is saying to me when I get up to bat. They still with me. They ain't going nowhere. My mind is a computer. You see what I'm saying? So depression, I think is different tiers of it. I mean, I don't think it's different tiers of depression. I think depression can be combated. But it's all about what you have in your mind and what you think about it. You know what I mean? Like, how do you want to deal with it? Do you want to, you make yourself sad, bro? Nobody can make you, Al, I can call you, I know I'm going on a tyrant right now, but I can call you an asshole right now. But if you feel that's a disrespect, you're upset. But what if you viewed it as not being a disrespect? That shit don't mean nothing to me. It doesn't bother you. Your whole energy is different. It's totally up to you. This is what they conditioned us to understand. Everybody controls your life. I can make you mad. I can make you happy. I can make you sad. As long as you're around me. As long as you're in earshot. It's up to me. I go, Al, the greatest player in the world. You be like, yeah. I go, Al's a fucking asshole. You go, word. It's somebody else. What if you sat there and said, I don't decide to let you dictate how I feel? Whip your asshole. All right, cool. Word? All right. But anyway, I was watching the Yankee game. You know how many people get mad at you? You know how many people get mad at you because you're not mad at them for what they did to you? Hold up. You know I did such I do. Now they mad. It's even in all types of relationships. Wife get mad at you because you're not mad at her. Hold up, I fucked up. You not mad at me? No. That means you don't love me. Now the whole thing to changed around. The fuck are you talking about? You mad because I'm not screaming at you? What the hell? But we was conditioned, we supposed to react to certain things. You know what I'm saying? So when it comes to depression, if we start, it ain't us because it's surpassed us. We're the older people.
Right.
Teaching our kids. We teach our kids to teach their kids. You control your feelings. You live in your own world. They will never want you to know that. They never want you to know you live in your own. Your own world is here every single day. You decided to let me come on your show. I decided to be on your show.
True.
Everybody, anybody that did a crime or whatever. The difference between a thug and a regular person, a thug knows what's going to happen if they get caught and don't care. But they made a decision. A regular person knows what's going to happen if they get caught and get scared. It's the only difference. But all of that still is the one thread is mindset, the way you think. Totally up to you.
Right.
Bothers you and what don't bother you. Why you think that your closest friends get mad at you quicker than they get mad at somebody that's not that close? Mindset. I love you. You shouldn't be doing. Well, he said the same, but he's not you. So it's all about your mindset on the way that you think and the way that you want to live your life. You control your life regardless. You want to be homeless, go to work, get up in the morning, don't want to get up in the morning. It's all up to you. But they take that away from us. They told us you got to have a college degree. You're supposed to be making this much money. You're supposed to be doing this. You're supposed to be doing that. Who said this? And why am I listening to them?
Right.
Life can be happy if you're a homeless person. One day I seen a homeless couple together and they kissed. They homeless, begging for change. Or they could have been fronting. You know how New York is. But and they, but they kissed each other. And that act made me look and went, I'm going home stressing over a bill. They happy. And who are we to tell people what their happiness is? You can't tell me what my happiness is. You should do this, but you can't tell me. I'm doing what I want to do. And I respect what Al does. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, that's another thing regarding being depressed. You got to figure out which, I think, with to answer your question, but I think reason why Black men is the way it is because the way they are regarding being depressed and saying anything about it is because we was conditioned not to say anything. Just take the call of the day. What are you now? Stop acting like a bitch. What's wrong with you?
Right.
So you get shunned, in other words.
Right, for expressing yourself.
Yeah. For expressing how you feel. Why are you crying?
Right.
I love
your emotions is the enemy. You're a weak person. Yeah.
Right. But in all reality, in the great words of Life Jennings, you should take your soul to the laundromat once in a while and just let it out. You know what I'm saying? And let it out, you know.
That's real.
Yeah, it's so healthy.
Yeah, that's so real. Healthy. That's real.
You know, now imagine if you crying and somebody go, you saw, but you don't let that bother you. Once again, it's your thought pattern, not theirs. Don't let them dictate to you how you feel and what you want to do. Because at the same time, they call you soft all day and you can whip their ass.
Agreed. It's facts.
Or the worst case scenario, they go, oh, you acting like a little bitch. You what? Throw your hands up. Now I don't want to fight you. Who's a bitch now? You see what I'm saying? So at the end of the day, man, my whole thing is if we can start with generations and start letting them know it's all right to cry. It's okay to cry. But what are you crying about? You know what I'm saying? So, you know, we can only cry at funerals because we men and we're Black. I can't cry because my girl left me. I invested a lot in the bitch. What's that?
Right.
You know what I mean? Like, damn, she packed up the Birkin bag. She packed the clothes in the Birkin bag that I brought.
Yeah, she's
leaving somebody else.
Right.
I'm supposed to cry. You know what I mean? And all I do is just bring to keep it real. I just bring strife to the next relationship anyway because I didn't get over it.
There you go.
You know what I'm saying? So, you know, that's the way I feel about depression and mental.
Let's talk about this campaign you got going on.
Fuck cancer.
And I want to know that process. I want you to fill people in. Like, when did you know you had it? And let us go into that process of how you was dealing with it at the time. So can you start from there?
Sure. What happened was I went to my chiropractor, right? Trying to get ready for softball season, true talk. You know what I'm saying? My back is hurting. I go to the chiropractor, right? I've been going to him for years. I get on the table and he nudges me. And I cry like a bitch. See, I'm doing it now. He's like, yo, what's wrong with you? I'm like, yo, my back. He was like, yo, you know what? I can't do nothing to you because I don't want to hurt you. You need to go get an x-ray. So I went to an independent x-ray. Got an independent x-ray. I got an x-ray or whatever. They can't tell you. Technicians can't tell you anything. I'll bring it back to him. His name Dr. Black. He's on Fulton Street in Lower Manhattan. So he goes, Benson, damn, I just said my name. Wow. He goes, you know what you need to do? You need to go to Kettering Sloan right now. And he made a appointment for me. I go to Kettering Sloan. Long story short, they do the biopsy. They called me 4 days before my birthday. Now, when they did the biopsy, crazy story, I come home. I live by myself. I pass out. My blood pressure dropped. I pass out. I literally had to get carried out my crib to go to the hospital. I live in Jersey. So I go to the hospital. I'm in the hospital. The next day, I get a call from Kettering Sloan. You need to get in here now. I'm like, I'm in the hospital, so check yourself out. You need to get here now. Long story short, I check out, wind up going to Kettering, getting up to Kettering Sloan. It was like, you got stage 4 cancer. It's like, what? It's a stage 4 cancer. Your cancer is metastasized to your ribs, your spine, both sides of your ribs, your right and left ribs, your spine, your pelvis. The reason my back was hurting because it fractured a T2. Now T10, that spins back to what we was talking about. My brother raised me not to feel pain. Mm-hmm. Hollywood was like, man, you don't be acting like no, and that was my hero. You know what I'm saying? I'm walking around with a fractured back and not knowing it. But as soon as I knew it, all of a sudden I couldn't walk again. You know what I mean? Once again, power of the mind. So when they told me that, they said stage 4. Now the thing is, what I figured out was it takes 8 years to go from stage 1 to stage 4. So that means in 2000. Remember, when I tell people that I was diagnosed with cancer, stage 4, they forget there's stage 1, 2, and 3. What happened to that? I'm playing softball. I'm outside. I'm going through pain, but I don't know what it is. You know what I mean? So once they told me that, came home, got home, laid in my bed, cried like a baby. Cried. I was in fetal position, just crying. Why me? Yo, this is fucked up. And now I'm mad at myself. Now, one of the reasons I'm mad at myself and I want to get out to people is this. 2011, I was working for a law firm. Always had top-notch insurance. Always. So my thing was this hood thinking process. And the hood thinking process was, these doctors want my money. You're overcharging me $9,000 for this, that, and the third. Whoa. You know what I'm saying? Now, at one point, my primary doctor told me my PSA was up. You know, that's the prostate. that's what they judge. I mean, that's how they figure out if you have cancer in your prostate, right? So, she said 34. Another guy said 56. I don't even know what the fuck they told him, a PSA. Oh, they lying, because this one said this. This is my thinking. An intelligent dude, my thinking, but my whole life I was conditioned, they're trying to get my money. You know what's the stupid shit about it, bro? I pay $400 a month for insurance if the doctors get $20,000 or nothing. So if my bill is $20,000, the insurance got to pay it. I'm acting like I gotta pay it. And what's the number one rule in bad style? Don't ever pocket watch. Don't worry about what you get. It's none of your business. This is what caused me to have stage 4 cancer, bro, because I could have put it at stage 1. Not going to the doctor. I'm good. Teachings of my brother. Fuck pain. Hey, I'm drinking some beer, drinking some Hennessy, get drunk. I'm good. And I'm going to work and doing all of this at the same time. So once I found that out, cried or whatever. Now the second pain was to tell my family. You know, one of the first people I called was my man White Boy Whitey. Funny story too with him. I called him, you know what I'm saying, and you know, he's from people that know him. He's from Putnam in Troop. So I was like, "Yo, bro, these guys got stage 4." He's like, "Word?" I'm like, "Yeah." True story. First thing I said to him was, "Hey, I'm ready to go to VA. I'm ready to grip up. You know what I'm saying? Go get that thing. Go to VA and start running in these banks." So he's like, "Fuck you mean running in banks? I'm dying anyway."
Right.
What fucking matter? They locked me up. I got a lifespan of 5 years right now. You know what I'm saying? If they catch me, they catch me. I do 5 years, whatever. I'm probably gonna be being I got stage 4. They're gonna put me in the infirmary. I'm good. I planned this shit out, like totally. I was
gonna say, you got it figured out already, bro.
Yeah. So he goes, yo, fat boy. I'm like, yo, what? He's like, yo, let me ask you a question. He said, you feel you got bad luck, man? I was like, yeah, I got stage 4, nigga. I'm dying. Like, nigga, what the fuck is you talking about? He said, dude, right now you got real bad luck. I was like, yeah. He was like, you know how bad your luck is? I was like, how bad is my luck? He said, you're gonna rob a bank go to jail, and they're gonna find a cure, and you're gonna have to do all your fucking time. That's what's gonna happen to you. Because you're a bad luck motherfucker right now. You know what I'm saying?
He said they're gonna find a cure while you in there.
Now you gotta do all the time. They gonna get that shit to you because the state and the feds want their time.
Mm.
But the funny thing about that is March 14th was 5 years that I was diagnosed with stage 4. And you know what I had to hear, right? Nigga, told you. What if you did this shit? You'd have been locked the fuck up right now. You know, we laugh about that all the time. So, but once getting back to it, once I did that, I told my family, another story happens. I told my family it is what it is, man. I got to deal with it. I'm dealing with this medicine they're giving me. They're giving me this prednisone, which is a steroid. They're giving me this Zytiga, and they're giving me these shots called Lupron. Now, most of the stuff is killing my testosterone because they're telling me that this is what cancer eats off.
Mm-hmm.
Fine, not a problem. Taking this. Then I go to the doctor one day, and this motherfucker tell me, I'm calling the motherfucker because I don't like him. Calling the motherfucker because this is a motherfucker situation. He was like, you probably die of a heart attack before you die of prostate cancer.
Damn.
Because of the side effects of the medicine. The medicine is going to put so much fucking weight on me that my heart is going to stop.
Damn.
Yeah, this is what happened, y'all, when you don't go to the fucking doctor. So now I went and got what the fuck you call it? Surgery. They took out like half my stomach for my weight to drop. Because I'm not fighting to lose weight. I'm fighting to maintain at a level. Like now I'm 260. I was 320 pounds.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? So now I did that, I'm dealing with that. Shit, this part, that's kind of Stephanie George, Philadelphia. Wanted to make her my wife. Stephanie George. She calls me. She goes, where? She goes, was it in Philly? They call me Stacks. She was like, Stacks. I'm like, yo, what up? She was like, yo, my son Muslim. He be taking his black seed oil shit. Black seed oil. I never heard of that shit. All right, cool. What is it? She's like, nah, I did a little research. Said it eats cancer up. All right, cool. Got on my computer, black seed oil. Listen to tutorials. Might as well try it. That was the freedom I had of knowing I'm dying. I could do anything right now. That fear of dying is gone. It's happening. So what basically happens is I get on the black seed oil, start the black seed oil, turns me into turmeric. Going to the doctor, they telling me the tumors are getting smaller and smaller. Okay, what do that mean? Is there any? So no, you're stage 4. There's nothing. You're dying. This is what's going to happen.
Right.
You're stage 4. This is what's going to happen. Stage 4. This is what's going to happen. And I'm going through the process, but in the interim, like I told my nurse, I lost a lot of friends to cancer. So hold on, let me clarify that. When I say I lost a lot of friends to cancer, not that they died of cancer, because I had cancer. I lost them. Niggas not coming around. Niggas not calling. And at one point it bothered me, but then when I realized something, where condition what stage 4 is supposed to look like. I'm supposed to be dwindling right now. I'm supposed to be with a mask on, can't breathe. Nobody wants to see their friends that way. So I totally got to the point where I understood that. You know, that's when I unlocked my mind. And you know, those that was close, like my man Whitey, that nigga called me 6 in the morning. Nigga, you got a doctor's appointment. Now he done moved down south. You know what I'm saying? It's like, yo, fat boy, you got an appointment. Nigga, I'm dressed. Yeah, all right. Call me when you're in the train station then, nigga. You know, constantly making sure I'm all right. Tasha, I think you probably know her. She's from Gates. Tasha Jones, Big Tosh. She called me one day. This is when my back was fractured. And she was like, you eating? I'm like, yeah, you know, I got Grubhub and them coming or whatever. My back was so fucked up. I get a case of water. I would have to take one water out at a time because I couldn't lift it. So she's like, you know, I'm coming to take you shopping. She came, took me to BJ's. We went food shopping. So she come in the crib, always had a bar. And she was like, bottles look dusty. I'm like, what do you mean? She said, you're not drinking? I was like, no, I got stage 4 cancer. She said my ashtrays was clean. She said, you don't smoke? Like, bitch, I got stage 4 cancer. What I'm smoking for? Fuck wrong with you? She said to me, she said, Whip, you dying, so why not do the things you love to do? You not drinking is not going to stop you from not dying. You're stage 4. I'm not stopping. So that's the day that I realized cancer may take my life, but I'm not giving my life to cancer.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Fuck cancer until I croak. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Next day, I'm on the internet looking for a job, going back to work. You know what I'm saying? My last job, the COVID hit. Being that I had the underlying disease, they scared me enough to go. I'm not getting back on the train. They gave me what they call a separation agreement, nice check. You know what I'm saying? And paid for my insurance for a year. So I was like, all right, you know what? I'm gonna go ahead and take that or whatever. Get on disability, I'll be good. Once you told me that, Al, now I'm going back to work. You know what I'm saying? I'm good. Now, besides cancer, I had sciatica.
Mm-hmm.
Besides sciatica, I had drop foot. We already talked about the T10 being fractured. Dealing with all of this. And my blessing of all blessings was I live by myself. Because if I didn't live by myself, I had a little bell. Y'all got, you know what I'm saying? Y'all, and everybody been taking care of me. But it made me get up and have to do things. My daughter would come and my grandbaby would come visit me and I'll drive them home. And my daughter was like, Daddy, your face is wet. I'm like, but this is from me crying from hitting bumps. You know what I'm saying? Brooklyn, 100%. It hurt, but I ain't gonna say nothing. But I couldn't stop the fucking tears from coming down my eyes. Right. You know what I'm saying? So this journey is so crazy. So back to Stephanie George, Steph. You know, if any of your family members is looking, that's her legacy. She saved my life. Right. She said, she called me one day and told me, I got cancer in March. She got cancer in August. So she called me. She's like, Stacks, yeah, I just got diagnosed with cancer. So I asked her, what you asking me for? I wore a condom. You know what I'm saying? That's just one of my jokes. I think it's one of the funniest. I got like, don't blame me. You are not the spreader. We gonna
It wasn't me.
Nah, but that's a joke. Me and her laughed about 20 fucking minutes at that joke. You know what I'm saying? And she became my breakfast. Like I'm on my way to work, I'm calling her and, you know, I could vent to her or whatever, my pain and, you know, about the person that I could talk to. That made it easy for me to talk to y'all. So when I go in the park and people see me, yo, dude in a good fucking mood, y'all can. You don't know I was talking to Stephanie George. Y'all don't get it. You know what I'm saying? She passed away in December of 2022. December 20th of 2022. I called her in the morning. She was down south with her kids and her grandkids, and I called her, and her daughter called me, and I remember answering the phone. Hey, breakfast, and she was like, nah, this ain't. I'm like, damn. And I learned that pulling in the parking lot of my job. Found out, you know what I'm saying? That shit almost broke me. But the reason I'm not broke is because the lessons I learned in being in the nation is that in the 5% nation, they're here. And when I talk to her every single goddamn day, if I want to laugh, I think about crazy shit that we did or we talked about or when we was around each other and trips we had, you know what I'm saying? So, you know, this cancer thing moving forward was like the black seed oil, the turmeric. Right now, I can play you my audio because I started recording my doctor meetings because I realized that she'd be talking to me and I forget some of the shit she said. So I record it, you know what I'm saying? I let her know I'm recording it. This is what I'm doing. I got the right to because it's doctor privilege. Doctor patient, not patient doctor. So I recorded or whatever, but I got on recording going, yeah, you had 6 tumors and we don't know where they at. Our machines is not big enough. We can't see them no more. We did a telemedical, and she was like, we don't even see the tattoos. I was like, what the fuck you mean, doc? Tattoo. What's tattoos? The tattoos is when you have tumors to cancel these marks where they was at. Nothing on my lymph nodes, nothing on none of the bones I have. They don't understand that Friday I'm going to a urologist, whatever I think it is. Because what happens is, and I want y'all to pay close attention to this. When you do a PET scan, they hit you with radioactive material. So it can light up on the when you're doing your scan. It'll light, like if it's cancer or anything, it'll light up, right?
Mm-hmm.
So she told me, well, when it's nothing lit up, they see nothing. All right, fine. Here's the point that I want to get out to you and your audience. They give me a card. If you stop by the police, give them this card to let them know that we had to put radiation in you. Okay. I'm going to stop leaving y'all suspension. The problem is this. Fuck is you giving me a card to give to the cops? We're being scanned. For me to have a card to tell a cop, but they're not walking up to me, touching me. They're scanning me and going, he got radiation. So we're being scanned somewhere in the train station somewhere for radiation, for radioactive material, because that's my body. For them to go, okay, to protect yourself, when they stop you, pull out this card and tell them you had a PET scan and this is what happened, and the doctor signs it and they show you the card. So what that's telling me is that right. You know what I'm saying? So that's what I'm saying when I said, oh, they gave me this card and said the cop stopped you. So if you're not thinking about it, you go, oh, okay. But when you think, that means I'm being scanned somewhere. Is it I'm getting on the train, you know what I'm saying? Since 9/11, they're going, we're making sure nobody got a bomb. But to do that, you have to scan every individual. But we can't tell you we're scanning you. But that's what they told me when I got that card.
Oh my God, that's
yeah. I'm sorry, yeah, but I got
that's different. I mean, I'm not surprised, but we'll go on, So that's something else.
So now it's what I'm trying to do. I got Team Fuck Cancer. What I'm trying to do is get the word out. Go to the doctor, find out what's wrong with you, and then find out your method on what you're willing to deal with it. Like I don't eat chicken. I don't eat beef. I don't eat pork. I ain't eat pork in 1,000 years, but I don't eat. I eat chicken once in a blue if I'm getting a salad or something. Every morning I'm taking black seed oil, turmeric, which the thing is, it leads you to other things like chia seed, flax seed, beet powder. All of this goes in a shake. And what I learned, my lessons was basically this: just make it taste good. Just got to get it in your body. If you want to make a fucking drink, liquor drink, whatever, just get it in your body because it does that. You know what I'm saying? I sit there and tell, I don't preach to you. This is what I did though. I'm not going to preach to you. This is what you need to do. I'm a walking anomaly right now. My doctors don't know what the fuck to do with me. It's not our stage 1, 2, 3, stage 4, terminal, 5-year lifespan. But right now, I'm sitting here right now on the A60 Show.
What was that like mentally for you when you found out everything? You know what I mean? Like, I know you said you broke down, you got in a fetal position, you cried like a baby, but for you to mentally, how did you handle it? And then how did you get over it as far as dealing with it?
Unlocked my mind. They gave me the biggest freedom in the world by telling me I'm dying. Now, Al, you got to realize, I'm from the start. I done been shot twice. I done been stabbed. I done been beat up by police. I done been locked up. When Tasha Jones, and I'm going to keep saying her name, Tasha Jones said, you're dying anyway. Oh, I don't give a fuck about nothing. I'm not crying about it. That's how I got over it. If it's tomorrow's coming. You can't stop it. Why fight tomorrow coming? I'm going to die. Guess what? Everybody is. But I don't base my life on other people anymore. I base my life on, you got to get up, go to work, do what you got to do. Now talking about dealing with shit, And I really mean dealing with shit, shitting on yourself, pissing on yourself, can't go places because you can't control your bowels because you're sick. That's the things that used to get to me. You know what I'm saying? Prostate swollen, look like a softball, no pun intended. But my thing was that's my punishment for not going to the doctor. I went to the doctor. We'd have caught this earlier when I had to do this. That's on me. And that's how I live my life. I realize what I do wrong and what the punishment is, and it is what it is, and nothing I can do about it. If I can't do nothing about it, Al, you know what I'm saying? I have that. That's why I'm saying to you earlier, like, I got a fucked up attitude. I'm not a fucked up attitude. I don't give a fuck. Like, my thing is I've learned so many lessons, and so many lessons came from so many people that's alive and dead. I know if you don't drink, why take you to a drinking party? Why ask you to go? That's what fucks up friendships. Because I'll be like, yeah. You be like, yo, Whip, come to the park. Yo, Whip, come to this park. All right, I'm going to all these places. Now I'm like, yo, Al, come to the drinking party. Yo, bro, I'm not going on. Every fucking thing you ask me to do, I'll do. Yo, yo, that's how I go.
Yeah.
But your friends. I know Al don't do this. Why ask him?
Yeah.
I know I don't do this. Why be part of it? Just to be around. So my life that I live every single day is that at one point I was mad at people in St. John's Park, yo. Like, yo, I'm on Facebook, niggas really don't fuck with me no more. Then I realized it's another mental thing, and we don't admit to. Everybody use everybody. The reason why people in St. John's like me because I can play ball. If I didn't know how to play ball, they wouldn't like me. They wouldn't even fucking know me. Never been in that park, right? So why should I get mad when my playing skills diminish and nobody calls me to play? That's on me. This is just the hard facts of reality. You know what I'm saying? Like, another part, and I say it's mental. You know how people go, selfish is a terrible word. You know, motherfucker selfish, he's the worst piece of shit in the world. Like, this nigga selfish. Or is it? I made my girl happy because it made me happy. I bought a bracelet because it made me happy to see her smile. So did I really buy the bracelet for her? I bought it for me. If I bought it for me, I'm selfish. So selfishness is a good thing. Now it's
depends on how you look at it. Depends on how you look at it.
Right. But and once again, that's what I mean, why it's a mental statement. When you say depend on how you look at it, that's up to your mental. You make yourself happy and you make yourself sad. You put yourself in situations to be happy, you put yourself in situations to be sad. Because like I said, I don't care. It's totally up to you to be upset with what somebody said. Not that I don't get upset over what somebody said. You know, I'm almost 60 years old. I don't know if I'll slap the shit out of somebody because of what they said. But I know I won't mess with them no more if it bothers me. But at the end of the day, 90% of the things that people said doesn't even bother me. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to leave them unmentioned, but this is my hero. He say shit to me now, I'll be like, nah, I don't care what you say. And that's the worst thing. And I learned that with relationships with women. You know what I'm saying? Me and my man, Matto, Ronald, y'all know him, Halsey Street. You know what I'm saying? God bless you. I love you, man. Learned that with him. The first thing we learned, being 15, 16 years old, bruh, walk out on a girl. Well, actually, we learned it from his cousins that was girls. Just walk out. That's worse than putting your hands on them or anything. Fucks them up. Going back to what I was saying, motherfucker being mad at you for something they did to you that you're not mad at. So I learned how to do word. All right, cool. And just leave it alone.
Let me ask you this. How would you tell someone to handle a family member that has cancer? Handle might be the wrong word, but
deal with.
Everybody deal with cancer differently. Seeing a family member,
right.
How would you tell someone to address it or approach it?
Well, as to them, they got to get out of. Honestly, they got to get out of their selfish ways. They're your and now if you're talking about how they're going to deal with that person or how to be within that person's circumference or help that person, if you're helping somebody with cancer, let me tell you, y'all my medicine. You better than anything they could give me. When you don't talk to me about fucking cancer, when you don't come to me with the sad face, oh my God, I'm sorry. All I want to hear about is baseball. What happened in the park? Yo, what chick you had?
Right,
Oh, you and your man broke up, baby girl? Just treat me normal because we already know I'm sick. When I'm by myself, I got to think about that. Well, I got to think about it when you step in my house. So to deal with them is not to talk about it unless they bring it up.
Okay.
So it's like if I bring it up, then we got a conversation. But if I don't bring it up, talk about something else. But you have to first, once again, with the mental, you have to first deal with it yourself. How do you deal with it before you go see that person? Can you deal with, yo, my friend, my family member, they sick because we've been conditioned to feel sorry for them. Instead of doing that, get them out the house. Don't let them give their life to cancer. Well, what happens is, you ever hear people always say, yo, once they get diagnosed, they get worse. And the reason people get worse is because we was conditioned, you got stage 4, you dying. Now they just give up.
Mm-hmm.
I chose not to. So now I'm sitting here talking to you, representing my man 88.
88 for sure.
Just for show.
I got a bunch of stories with him. We can get into that.
I don't got that many with him.
That's my man. Rest in peace to 88. Facts.
Yeah, but what you have to do is you have to treat them as if you never knew.
Right.
See, the 1 second before you knew, you treated them one way. Then the second you knew, you treat them somewhere else, treat them different. We don't want to be treated different. Well, let me not say we. I don't want to be treated different. You know what I'm saying? That's why I'm on my campaign. Fuck cancer. He's a bully. You don't supposed to say cancer. Don't say that. What? Fuck him. We fucking that nigga up right now. This is what we do. He's about to get jumped. You're not.
So to be clear, you do not have cancer at all now.
I would never medically be cleared without having cancer. What they tell me is that it's dormant somewhere. They don't know where, they can't see it, but it's there because the medical, I don't know if you know Quincy Q. He used to play, oh man. He used to play with not Wild Bunch. What's the deal on them team that we played with in Kingston with the Red?
Bucks.
He used to play second. He's actually a doctor. And he was telling me that it's not like an oath, but it's in a book. They can never deem me not having cancer. So when I have questions like, well, it's gone, they go, yeah, it's gone, but I was told the machine is not strong enough to pick it up. But I would never say I don't have cancer.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Because I need all the benefits. I don't want them to take my handicap plates. I need when I get on the motherfucking public transportation, I need my free shit.
I don't want them to take my handicap plates.
I get to park any fucking way.
Right. You front row now. You front row everywhere.
Yeah, shit, we on the A60 motherfucking show. Everybody listen to this. And like, yo, we heard you said you ain't having no more. Nah,
right.
I got it. I don't know, but I don't look for them to certify me having it, and I just live my life. But at the end of the day, they told me, yo, it's somewhere. We don't see it. We don't know what. And Kennemer Sloan is one of the best hospitals in the world for cancer. They don't know what the fuck to do. And it kind of spooks me. It's like now, like I was on Zytiga and prednisone for life.
Mm-hmm.
Take me off this shit. Mr. Retailer, we can't do. Yeah, don't you tell me it's my body. I don't like the side effects, and my quality of life is fucked up. Take me off of it. And then every month I will go and get a blood work done, and we'll see where my PSA is at. My PSA was undetectable. Oh, but y'all was gonna keep me on this shit, huh? Because that's the program, and it's not their fault. That's their condition. You got stage 4. This is what we're gonna give you, and this is how we treat it. Nobody speaks up. All right, you got me on something for life. I don't care what it is. I'm gonna say get off it, and then if it's fucked up, you can always put me back on. But nobody questions that.
Right.
They go, well, I'm on it. The medicine's working for me. All right, but if it's working for you, fine. I'm not telling you to do what I do, but this is what I did. You know, my whole thing is what we need with Team Fuck Cancer needs is anybody that got family members, man, just treat them normal. Smack them upside the fucking head. Tell them they dressing like a fucking bum. And you sit there and go, you whipping like a fucking bum. I'm like, man, hold up, man, I need to start putting my shit on.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
I gotta get fresh. I gotta get fresh.
Exactly. You know what I'm saying? So,
Right.
but at the end of the day, those are the things that we want. But I just got to reiterate to everybody, man, go to the doctor, man. Do your yearly checkups, man. Ask questions. Find out, because then you can deal with it. I guess you could say that. My food cabinet is my medicine cabinet now, or my spice cabinet is my medicine cabinet. Everything in there is to keep healthy. And what I definitely want to give to everybody, inflammation. That feeds cancer. Your arm hurt. What they tell you? Oh, you got inflammation in your joints. You know what I'm saying? That's where the swelling comes from. Your knees, inflammation. Your chest, inflammation. I'm going to tell you another secret. Inflammation, right? So, COVID, people died because inflammation in their lungs built up in their lungs and they couldn't breathe and they suffocated. It's inflammation. But our take kills inflammation, right? Also, anybody ever sneezed on you? Or you sneezed on somebody? Or if people sneeze around you, first thing you say is, don't sneeze on me because you're getting germs on me. You get the germs on me, I'm going to catch your cold. So that means that's live germs. Mm-hmm. Okay. Why did they give you medicine to stop you from sneezing? Shit is coming out your body. When you sneeze, it's your body rejecting the germs. So if the germs can go on somebody else, that means they're still alive. But they're going to go, you know what? We're going to give you some medicine to stop you from sneezing. We're going to give you some medicine to stop you from blowing your nose. We're going to give you some medicine to stop coughing. When you cough, you're coughing up phlegm. I remember my mother saying phlegm. I didn't know she meant inflammation. But your body is getting rid of your germs. But we decide to keep it in us. Yo, dude, I'm going to the doctor, give me some fucking cough medicine. I'm coughing too much. Y'all, I'm sneezing. My nose is stopped up. Your nose is stopped up with germs that needs to come out.
Right.
When you shit, piss, cough, sneeze, you know what I'm saying? I haven't had a cold in 5 years. Sorry, I'm about to sound real nasty. My boogers haven't been green in 5 years. Anybody that's listening, Google what clear snot, what it represents. Germless. Body is clean. You know what I'm saying? Please, I hope nobody get on here and go, let's kill him because he's telling too much information. But for me, this is what worked for me. But these are the things that they're telling us, because once again, I'm saying these things because keep telling us we're conditioned, bro. We're conditioned to believe certain things. So
you're speaking your truth, brother. You're speaking your truth. And as long as you're speaking your truth, that's all you can do.
Yeah. So it's next time you sneeze and blow your nose, or somebody next to you blow their nose, don't say they're nasty. Say they're on their way to getting healthy.
Yeah, never looked at it like that, but you're right.
You know what I mean? So, but yeah, it's a journey, and it's an ugly journey, and it was ugly. It was a journey, and it was an ugly journey because besides having it and then going, okay, they can't find anything in between, places I couldn't go, things I couldn't do, and that was all because I chose not to go to the doctor. I'm not playing.
We need to go to the doctor, especially Black men. We need to go to the doctor. Black women go to the doctor. You know, the women get their checkup. Men, we should be getting our checks up too.
Exactly. But once again, it goes back to not just our parents, our grandparents. Watch for them, because they was going, they doing experiments on us. This stuff is being fed. And we're looking at it that way, like, these motherfuckers. Like, even to the day, if I sit there and go, they can't, the motherfuckers trying to calm down, bro.
Yeah, right.
They trying to play you. Yeah, they're gonna say that you're sick because they want their money. I don't look at it like that no more. Because first of all, me personally, I got insurance. And don't matter if they take 10, like I said earlier, they take 10, 20,000. I still gotta pay that $400 every month.
It's fact.
So who cares what they getting? I just need, and see what people don't understand, and we don't look at doctors. We look at doctors and go, ooh, right? You go to the doctor, you go, this hurts. Then they diagnose you with something. They send you to get x-rays done. They tell you, they show you the x-ray technician's report.
Mhm.
So they're going, you have a pulled muscle in your shoulder because you told them it hurt, and the technician told them that this is what came up on the scan. What the fuck are they doing? They're just a bridge to tell you what's wrong with you.
Mhm. Mhm.
That's the way of the world. The bigger you get, the less you do. And that's in corporate America, whoever. It's all these people. I work in a law firm, bro. When an attorney's going to trial, he got paralegals putting all of this paperwork together for him. And everything's marked. This is in this folder, this is in this folder, this is in this folder. So when he got to go through, he did none of the work. But lawyers get the glory. But that's in any profession.
And the paralegal usually do the research.
Right.
To make sure they're prepared.
Same thing with doctors. You told them what's wrong with you. You don't go to a doctor and they look at you and go, I know what's wrong with you. You got to tell them. So once you tell them that, unfortunately, a lot of times we get quiet and let them tell us, like, oh, my shoulder's not hurting no more, bro. They go, well, it's only been 2 weeks. It should be still hurting, so we're going to still treat you with it. But we don't tell them it don't hurt no more. So we keep taking the medicine and doing because we're scared to talk to them. Look, man, I'm going to get myself in trouble. The way of this world is crazy. You heard of Yale University, right? Yale Law School. Downtown Brooklyn, there's a school called Brooklyn Law School. You go to a law firm, criminal law firm, they look at it and go, Yale. We're going to take Yale. Not Brooklyn, because Yale is the better school. First of all, who the fuck said it? Second reason, if I shoot somebody today, still going to jail for attempted murder. The law is the law.
It's not going to change no matter
So
what you do.
how do you know more than me? Because
Right.
you went to Yale. You know what I'm saying? That's
you have the same book I use, just with a different school. Yeah.
What makes this, look, the world is weird, man. And it's because I went through this journey, unlocked my mind. And a lot of stuff that I was conditioned to know is facts. It is what it is. But a lot of stuff I just question. I just like to question stuff.
Mm-hmm.
One of the smartest people in our world is a scientist. You got scientists this scientist can tell you how much pressure is applied to something per pound. He can tell you distance by looking at it. He can measure all that. Smartest people in the world. This morning, if you got out your bed and we went out your room, you just measured time and distance and speed. You can't be running through your house, you're going to run into the wall. So you know how to slow down, turn, right? But this is why we say they're scientists, right? And not saying they're not, but saying when you drive your car, you know how hard to hit your brake? That's pound per pressure. That's pressure per pound. Depending on how fast you're going, that's speed.
Mm-hmm.
What you see is distance. You're doing the same thing as a scientist, but they told you you're not. Because you do it in everyday life. Your brain, your mind, man, is infinite. Everything you watch on a computer comes from somebody's mind. We just got to teach our kids that. School does not define you. Because some of the best, what is it, Future 500 clubs?
Mm-hmm.
Don't got nothing on the drug dealer from the corner. That was the man.
Right. Yeah. Street smart, book smart is totally different. It's the same concept.
And they ran a business in different states.
Mm-hmm.
That's like corporate America running different offices in different states. You can learn. The thing that I'm saying is we can learn so much. It's just that we're conditioned that we can't. Hit 12th grade, you don't graduate, you're dumb. Now you're making me feel like I'm stupid. Now I become the stick-up kid. Them niggas ain't gonna give me a job any fucking way.
Yeah.
We got computers now in our hands, bro. We need to use them. You know what I'm saying? But we need to spread the word to our young. It's their turn. It's not our turn. You know what I mean? So it's just it's a lot that conditioning causes us a lot of pain,
Mm.
and expectation causes us a lot of pain, bro. So, if we learn how not to be conditioned and look out the box a little bit, be right or wrong, and it's okay to be wrong, we'll find our way. And that's why I'm finding my way with this cancer. You
Well,
know,
I'm glad that you put that time in, that research in, and you got knowledge from it. And I'm glad you passed it on to the people on the show because a lot of us don't know how to do that, get that knowledge or do that research. And that's important, especially for Black men. We don't go to the doctor enough. And like my boy Reg just said, early detection is the best chance for survival.
yeah,
Get the physical exam. So definitely is something that's very important. So I appreciate you giving us your testimony
no
on the
problem.
A60 show.
Thank you for
Now,
having
I want to switch gears. Let's talk softball.
me. I'm average.
When did you start playing softball, or did you play baseball first?
I never played baseball. I played softball because my brother was my hero. I was playing playing legit softball at the age of 4. Could play. Played
Mhm.
first base at 4. So, which was cool. Wasn't too many. We was living at that time in Ocean Hill, Bronzeville, Bushwick. There was no leagues or nothing when we was coming up. I played. My brother went to 302 on Atlantic Avenue. I played in East New York, but I was like the little kid, like kind of.
Mhm.
They looked at me kind of as a phenomenon because when he's 13, my brother 5 years older than me.
Mhm.
So when he's 13, I'm what 7, 8, no 9, 10, no
Mhm.
like 8, 7, 8, and but I could play on a high level.
Right.
Um, Played here, became played here and there. They opened up this league, and they built us a field actually right across the street from Ocean Hill Projects by the J train. We used to play in the hills or whatever. I mean, in a dirt field. Then they built that for us. Played there after I left there junior high school.
Mhm.
Softball was over. It was basketball time. Never got that good at. I mean, got good at it, but didn't get. I can't even say tournament good enough. Played in some tournaments, but you know what I mean. And you know, basketball brought a lot of girls. You know what I'm saying? Basketball player, chicks liking you. I start getting into messing with the chicks and hanging out with the guys you shouldn't be hanging out with. So sports kind of left me. Um, I got into, well, some people see my Facebook page and you can see what I had on my neck, wrist, and fingers. And anywho, so
He was jeweled up.
you know where we from to do that. You have to,
Fresh velour. I seen it. You know what I mean?
you
It
know, you
need-
know, you know. One thing is that my mom's and my brother made me live kind of on the fence with a lot of things. That's why I said I'm a sidewalk nigga and got a lot of crossing guards. So one day when I got back into baseball, I had to be like 20, softball. I got a call from Kip from Brevoort, my brother. If you're watching, what up? Um, it's like meet me at, what is it, 309 on Patchen? What's that,
309.
309 or 209?
309. It's
On
309.
Patchen and Monroe. Patchen and
That
Monroe.
is 309. Yes, that's
309.
309. Yes.
So he calls me one day. He's like, yo, I'm supposed to meet him in the projects. He's like, you'll meet me at 309. Go to 309. I'll never forget I had a jean suit on that day. When you love a sport and you see it, being that a lot of people that I hung with and been around don't play it, I haven't really seen it. But then to see it in its form because they was practicing, I was like, give me a glove. Sonny from the Clippers, old man Sonny, gave me a glove. I went in left field. I got the basketball court in left field. Not bullshitting y'all. Somebody hit a shot in left field. I'm running to go get it. And I'm going heads up. So dude ducked. I literally jumped over him and caught the ball. Sonny lost it. Yo, who the fuck is this? Went to swing. My first time I ever swung, I missed. They was playing that arc. Second time I swung, I was like, yo, we gotta put somebody across the street in right field. Sonny was like, well, you're gonna hit the ball, just hit it there. Hit it in. I hit it. I hit the ball across the street. It was like, yo, come to the St. John's Park.
Okay.
That's how I got in St. John's. The weird thing about St. John's Park, true story. God bless the dead, Bulldog, Big John, Albany niggas. We got in a beef with them and Mahogany on Fulton Street the winter before we joined the league. I swear to God. DJ, God bless his dead. All of them was there. My man was drunk. We was coming from Empire. Man was drunk. Was arguing with the nigga just at the door. I don't know if you ever been in this in Mahogany. You gotta go down some stairs to get in. It's one way in, one way out. And he was arguing with them, so we started arguing. Whatever, came outside. Nothing happened. The reason I bring up that story is because I keep telling people how baseball saved my life. How baseball is a unification sport. We're playing in St. John's Park across the street from Albany, where they're from. I know we recognized them on the baseball field. No, they recognized us. But it was like, that should never happen, bro. You understand what I'm saying? And you from Gates Avenue, so you know that never happened shit doesn't happen too often. And I became good friends with actually everybody that was there. You know what I'm saying? And I came to St. John's Park. I remember the first day I was there, I had all this jewelry. That's what I loved about St. John. That's when it was packed. The money was in the park. First day I'm up there, got my jewelry on. Shorty, you sure? I'm trying to holler at all these chicks. Nobody give me play. Put on a jersey, hit that rock. I went like, yo, who that?
Everything changed, huh?
I was like, yo, wait a minute. You know what I'm saying? I know in this era they going, yo, guy gotta have this money. Back then. No, a guy gotta be on the team. If you ain't on the team, you in St. John's Park, ain't nobody hollering at you. And I started playing with Hubie and them. Started playing with Hubie and them. I came out there, I was playing center field. I started center field, like one of the biggest center fielders that was out there. And Sabu will tell you at any given time, my horse going to get it. I used to go get it. Then, I think I was average, a little over average, but the day that my head got big, the first time it got big was when Big D pulled me to the side. Stop hitting the ball at right center. Pull the ball. You can go out the park. Then they put it to the gate in right center. I'm like, yo, who is this? And CL, Kurt, he was like, he's from the projects. He's like, yo, that's Big D, bro. And he told me to stay there and watch him play. Watched him play. And when I seen his credentials, that's when I felt like, oh, I must be nice. Because to me, I'm average. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And nobody knows me. I'm not from Bronzeville. I'm not from Betsy Hay. I'm not from all of them guys. I don't know near one of them. You know what I'm saying? I'm up there with my Brevoy brothers. So, yeah, I played with the Clippers. Got asked to be on 100 teams, bro, but wouldn't leave.
Like, I know you stayed loyal to
the Clippers.
Did the Clippers ever win a championship in St. John's with all that firepower?
Nope. We lost that year because it might have been Maynard. We lost the first game, and he changed the whole fucking lineup. But when he changed it, because that whole year we went with the same exact lineup. The lineup was so deep, I was batting eighth. You know what I'm saying? It was like that deep. We had Chuck. I think Chuck was leading. I forgot who it was. Chuck was leading off. We had Black. We had
I think I had Creek too one time.
We had Creek at one time. Creek was there for the money grab, though. He was there for the money grab. But yeah, and at one point they started calling me Hitman in the park. And when Reds called me Hitman, and he was the original Hitman, that was the second time my head went. You know what I'm saying? My head just blew. I'm like, he's saying it? Because I'm sitting there now and watching the game and I'm staying at the game. See, with my first few years in there, I'm a Breedway dude by Albany Projects. It's like a no-no. You know what I mean? You don't stay there, you don't get drunk, you don't do that.
Right
You
up the
play,
block from each other too.
yeah, you know. Well, not quite, but kinda.
Yeah,
We're right there. We
yeah,
all
a little further down, Fulton. Yeah,
yeah,
right, Fulton,
the
right.
high was the middle ground. But what
Yes,
it was just that once again, it's like this is what you when you're in a project, this is what you hear, you know what I'm saying? Or projects just don't like projects, and it's easy to get into a situation. My dumb ass forgot I don't live in Breedway. Totally
right.
forgot I don't live there. But it was we'll go to the park, play our games, we out. You know what I'm saying? We're going back to the P's or whatever, or Fulton Park. But after being there for a while, you know what I mean, and getting to know these guys, man. Some guys that I was in there that I was there with, you know what I'm saying. I'm glad I met.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I'm a thief of knowledge. I'm gonna steal your knowledge all day. We want to tell I'm keeping that, I'm using that. And just sitting there and having conversations with DJ or Big June or Artie or it's I remember I played one year with I was pissed too. I played with Genesis and we was in the playoffs. My first at bat I hit it to the gate. Now this is after I got shot. Once I got shot in my leg, I couldn't play center no more. So I had to play first base. I would say questionable, one of the best that did it. My era, not talked about before me.
Mhm.
And June played first.
June was tough.
Right. So after I hit it to the gate, guess what happened? We gotta take out the game because June just walked in the park.
Oh,
And my thing is Genesis. Kip told me, Kip Earl, I don't know what you remember him as. He's playing the Clippers, he played third. He was like, yo, Whip, that's their team, bro.
yeah,
We'll do the same shit to you.
that's true.
You know what I'm
Genesis,
saying?
they were
Right.
loyal. They were loyal.
Yeah. So, I got over that. Yeah, I played with who else I played with? I played with the tribe. I played with the tribe. My championship came from 202 Park, payback.
Keeper.
Keeper's a dirty motherfucker, man. Let me tell you about this little young motherfucker. Now you want to walk around with a gray beard ass nigga. One day, right, I come in the parkers early. The season just started. I come in the park, like, oh, yo, Whip, I need some help. I'm like, what up? He's like, nah, I need to move this shit in my crib. This bitch getting on my nerves. Some type of story he gave me. I go to his crib. As soon as I get to the crib, he goes like this, contract, sign the contract with. I'm like, oh, this
That Keeper was like that. Keeper on here too. Keeper, I
yeah.
didn't know that's what you was doing,
Yeah,
Keeper.
like sign the contract. I damn sure signed that contract. I love playing with Kiba though, man. Kiba, yeah. And even like life lessons, going back to the Clippers. I had lost my job, right? I didn't lose it. I knew where it was at. They just didn't want me there no more. But anyway, what happened was I went to Hubie. Hubie used to work at that metal shop. It's like Hubie. Met him in Outlaws Bar on Howard Avenue, right there, Howard and Broadway. Hancock, right. So I met him in the bar. I'm like, yo, I need a job, bro. This motherfucking little old man, God bless him, he said, Whip, I'm not going to give you a job. I could give you a job, but I'm not giving you a job. It's like, you don't do the work we do. If I give you the job and pay you what we pay you, you'll never go back to what you're doing. If you need anything, let me know. You know what I'm saying? And to me, that's one of the life lessons that I carry with me. Like I said, our people may be gone, but their lessons move on. I could still hear him telling me that sitting at that bar, I was drinking Hennessy. I remember him saying that. Because if I go work for him, I never get back in the field that I'm in. Is that people that work for him still there? No. You know what I mean? And I used to always think like, yo, damn, bro, I stayed loyal to you and you won't give me a job. But it was like, what this ain't the work you do? You're just hungry now, and you want something right now. You know what I mean? But that's one of the life lessons. Now back to that keyboard, dude.
Hold on, before you go there, I'm gonna somebody put something in the chat because I remember the things you used to rap about. But my boy Crime just posted something in here. He said, the most unbelievable thing you did was rap the entire Buck lineup, including his asthma pump.
Oh, you remember that? Yeah.
He said you did that. Is that a
Yeah.
fact? I mean,
Yeah.
I've heard you do, but I didn't know you did the
Right.
whole Buck lineup.
I did that was a good one. I remember I did the whole lineup. True talk with everybody named. It's not really that for me, it's not that hard. And another one was, or was it the Bucks? I think it was Kenny Kings I was on and they benched me. And I was like, and I did that Jay-Z joint, let me reintroduce myself. I'm from the bench and round about the whole game. I used to do that on a regular though. Yeah. To toot my own horn. I used to do that on a regular. Yeah. Yo, Crime, G man, yo. When you're listening, bro, thanks for the experience, man. We used to sit there and laugh to a point. He used to be like, "Yo, stop! I need my asthma pump." So that's where the asthma pump thing came from. He's like,
Oh,
"Yo, I need
okay.
my asthma pump." I'm like, "How you need asthma? We smoke weed." Yeah. Yeah, that's another person I'm glad I met. Oh man, I'm glad I met him. Man.
Yeah,
It's a lot of them, man. That I'm happy that I met, man, and we'll fight to the death for,
yeah.
no matter where we at. You know what I mean? But yeah, I didn't get a chance to win the Kingston Championship. Got this close. Got beat by I was on Kenny Kings when
You lost to Evolution.
Evolution. Yep,
Wow.
yep. Remember that. The game one, I quit. I didn't quit. What happened was it was a shot down first, and I missed it. And Kenny did his Kenny King thing, and he's in my face, and I'm like, "Yo, bruh," you know what I mean? And got upset. And I went to go sit on the bench, and he said you could stay there. But the second game, I went bananas. So, it's like, but with that softball, I don't think I didn't have the Eric Weiss killer instinct. I just like enjoy playing the game. You know what I mean? I wasn't chasing nothing. I just wanted to play. I remember sitting down with Eric Weiss one day, and we was gonna go and play with Kiba in Kingston. And me and him sitting, we was at a bar. And he was like, "Yo, I want you to come rock with me." I'm like, "All right, cool." So we gonna rock with Kiba. And then I think Kenny got shot. Kenny Kings got shot. And Eric was like, "Nah, we gonna go rock with let's go rock with Kenny." And he got Kiba to come over and play with Kenny. That's how I got with Kenny King. That's how I played with Kenny King. You know?
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And
he
love
put the
over
whole
there.
softball team in there. He put the whole basketball team up in there.
Yeah. But when I went to the winter meetings, man, it was like I hit the three to win the championship, bro.
Mm.
And it's not about anything, but it was like, yo, when you come to rock with us, and that just felt so good and genuine. You know what I'm saying? And me and Bistro got closer because of that, because of playing on that team. Yeah, that was my guy. That's my guy. That is my guy. Yeah, I had a great run. I'm trying to get back in the park. That's why I'm going to therapy now, get my leg back to where it's supposed to be. At one point I couldn't walk. So I'll be there. I'm swinging the weights. By January, I plan on going into the cage. So hopefully I get back. Cause the way I went out in the park, my last play I went in the park, we was playing the co-eds. And what is that lady name? Dottie, something like that. Real cool girl. She was playing first. Bases was loaded. I had a shot to right center field. I rounded second, and they got the ball in. I went to go back to first, and I dove to first.
Mm-hmm.
Never played again.
Oh man.
And when now all of that leads into the cancer, I thought my back was hurting because I hit my chin on the ground. And I'm thinking that's what caused me to twitch my back out. So,
Right.
I'm like, I'm just gonna chill. Never went to the doctor for it once again. So yeah, so I didn't like the way I went out. So I want to get back on the field. Gabe, get my shirt ready.
I know. Get your jacket. Let me ask you this question: you played in both parks, and in your opinion, what park, in your opinion, was way more competitive? It's two different pitches. I know it's two different pitches,
Right.
two different park sizes, but like for me, and I love playing in Kingston.
Right.
I love that pitch better, and I love playing in Kingston. And then by the time I was playing in St. John's, the Outlaws, I think, were leaving at that time. Um, Excalibur was formed. USA was still heavy. Clippers was heavy. So yeah, it was still a good foundation. Tribe was on its way out.
No, they was on their way up.
Out. Like
Out.
they wasn't coming back into play.
Oh, right.
The last time we played in there, we won a championship is with Genesis.
Right.
That was the last one.
I would say it's twofold for me because I could hit the ball anywhere. Kingston was competitive because you had to use that field to your advantage.
Definitely.
You know what I'm saying? St. John's was competitive because there's only 3 outfielders.
It was only 3 in Kingston.
But you had that fence. You had that short field. You could hit the right field just to get a single. Just hit it up the gate. You know what I'm saying? That's the level that me personally, I feel I was on. I could always hit that gate. If I'm in trouble, I could hit that gate. I'm not pulling nothing in Kingston Park. It don't make no sense. In St. John's, the field was open. So in Kingston, you could come back from any deficit. Speed up the gate.
Yeah.
That's what made it so competitive. You was never definitely winning the game when there's an out left. If there's 1 out left, you could still lose that game and you down by 10.
Yeah, I get it. Yeah.
So that made it competitive. Whereas in Kingston, I would say defensive wise, you have to make every single play. If you don't make that one play, it costs you the game because they're going to beat up that fence.
Yeah,
and teams is low numbers. Huh?
That's true.
And St. John's, it was competitive because I felt like I was playing in a baseball game. I had the gaps, and that's where I used to hit the ball. And that was another field, whereas it dealt with a lot of speed because of the concrete, and it dealt with a lot of strategic hitting and defensive and moving people around because you couldn't hit it up the middle. You had a short center.
That's true. Yes.
So you got to hit it. You got to be able to. For the people that can't go out the park, you got to be able to try to hit those gaps. And us being outfielders, we had to figure out how to stop this brother Al coming up. He always goes over here. What are we going to take away from him today? It was like one of those things. And in Kingston, you didn't have that because all I got to do is hit the fence. But that meant when I get a ground ball or a double play ball, no room for mistake. And I think that horned a lot of people game to concentrate while they play. You know what I'm saying? You had to concentrate in Kingston to play because every out that you don't get can cost you 5 to 6 runs. Those that knew how to play that part.
It was crucial, bro.
Yeah. So I think both of them. I like both of them. I like 202 too.
Yeah, 202.
I like big part. But I don't like playing. I didn't like. I guess I didn't like. But playing with no fence to me felt like I wasn't playing baseball. I needed to see the fence.
Open park.
I can't hit it over like the open park. Thanks. If I can't, it's not I can hit it over the fence. I mean, I can't hit it over, but I need to make me feel like I'm playing baseball.
That open park was crucial.
Yeah, and then like when payback with the 202, it was ugly. It was just ugly and laughable every week.
I played with Kiba out there in 202. We won a chip. I think I was with him. We won a chip.
Yeah, it was just ugly. I mean, what I did love for most of my career, 98% of, 95% of the time, if somebody played in my position, I can look at them and say they was equal or better. I never had that. I look at somebody and go, "You only playing because you know Little Al." Nah, it was, even if it could be that person was just that good. So I played on teams with my position, people who could play my position.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And I wouldn't have had a lot of competition. If I never got shot in my leg, I wouldn't have had a lot of competition because I was playing center field. And the thing they didn't know about, people used to go like, "How is he so big getting to the ball?" And it was always about angles and knowing the angles and looking, especially in law ball, looking where the pitch was at. I'm already leaning that way to go get it. So, once again, it's being a scientist.
Mm,
You go catch a ball, you got to measure how fast it's going, how fast you're going to go to get to that spot to catch that ball, how high your glove's going to go. Because you're a scientist in your mind. People don't know that, but yeah, we just measured space and time
yeah, that's true.
and everything else. So, yeah, I really miss that, man. I really miss
But
playing ball.
you'll be back out there before you know it.
Yeah, I'm trying to get there this summer. I wanted to be there last summer, but I didn't get there. I'll be there this summer. And if Kiba
So,
listening, get my jersey ready.
hold up. Ah, just want you to know the score is now tied.
I ain't know if we was winning or losing.
We was up 5-0. It was up 5-0, and it's not. Cole made a bad mistake. He almost got out the inning with no runs, and he did not go to first base to cover the bag after getting Mookie Betts to ground out. And because Rizzo was like going to throw it to him, and he didn't cover the bag. And ever since then, they back in the game. So
If I'm
know
lying, if I'm lying, let me know. Don't that sound like Kingston Park? Dude just got finished saying it. One mistake defensively can cost you. You know what I
it
mean?
was two big errors too. Judge dropped the ball, and Velpe made a bad play at going to third, which I didn't know why he did that, but that was it. So now it's a tie score in the fifth inning. But that's
All right.
fine.
We'll see. We'll see.
It is what it is. It is what
Yeah,
it
yeah.
is.
Let me ask you a question.
Yeah.
How many guys, if they was healthy, 100% healthy, it's hard to tell, but just because it's softball still, how many guys you think could have been in the league?
There's a few that I think if they would have been healthy, they could have been in the league. But you also got to remember a lot of people that played in Kingston or in St. John's, they never played baseball. Some of them,
Yeah.
or some of them stopped early. You
Right.
know, when I was playing in Kingston and in St. John's, I was still playing.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So that makes a big difference too. But early on in their career, and if you listen to some of the interviews, the Dwight Madisons,
Yeah.
Cleveland Indians, you had other
Right.
people. You had other people that did it.
Right.
But they were doing it for so long that softball was just another option. They was doing it. This is
It was
just
a
another.
hobby. Right.
You had a lot of people that was in our league that were great hardball players converted into softball players. And
Right.
then you have people
Right.
that
That's the most of y'all was. And that's what I'm saying. Like I was invested in the league like y'all was.
it made it easier. But then
Yeah.
you also had people that played hardball that couldn't capture playing that slow
Oh,
pitch softball.
they're too slow, right?
Mm-hmm.
Right. Because
You
of
had
the
a lot of
training.
people that did that. So they
Right.
struggled with it.
Right.
Struggled with it. Yeah.
Yeah.
So, but to answer your question, I mean, you had people that should have done it. They did do it. So
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah. That was I remember, true story. I had to be about 11, right? And I ain't gonna do that. But one of them, the thing about it is we came from Rockaway Avenue, Ocean Hill, came in Kingston Park, and my brother was like 16. Matter of fact, right, my brother was 18. That made me 13. we came in Kingston Park and there was a tournament and we won the whole tournament. We was kids playing against grown men. Don't remember who it was we was playing, but after I started playing in St. John's, the guy that brought us there, I said to him, I know when we was little, you won some money and you didn't give us the money. Trophy. Because I know, and that back then, you're young, you didn't know that people was playing for money. You know what I'm saying? And that was the thing about St. John's that I was like, when I got to St. John's, I never played in a softball tournament where they play for money. You know?
Crime said Charles Revel. Revel? Charles Revel?
Oh, they talking about his son.
Is that the guy you was talking about?
Is it? Nah. Well, I don't know if they're talking about the same person actually. Damn, what was Charlie last name? He played for the Clippers, but his son is, I think, in the Met system now.
Yeah, he said
Are
Charles.
they talking about somebody that played professional? I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, I guess the coach that you was talking about that got money or something like that.
Oh, nah. They wouldn't know him.
Yeah.
I definitely wouldn't know him. But yeah, I remember that. And the thing about St. John's and Kingston, and it may sound crazy, a lot of people think that baseball players are suckers. Y'all just don't know. Everywhere that we went, we felt we was in good hands with everybody. We could argue on that field, but if they traveled somewhere, we all stuck together.
Right.
You know?
He said, nah, Big Bushwick just trying to notify you is on. Oh, okay. Appreciate you. Now this is a segment where I go around the diamond where you can put a person in a position, first, second, third, short, pitcher, catcher. We're gonna do two different parks, and you put who you feel in the bottom of the seventh on defense, who you want in the field. You can pick yourself, you can pick whoever you want, but you've played with a lot, you've seen a lot, and this is all based on your opinion. There's no, if you want to do an A and a B at each position, you can do that, but this is all your opinion. Now, who would you like at first base for you? Now, let me pick the park first because that also makes a big difference. Let's do St. John's. Who you got at first?
Me.
Okay. Who you got at second?
Why?
Who's up the middle?
Ooh. I know what? I have to pick Charlie from the Clippers. He played. Yeah, he played that.
Wasn't he a shortstop? Didn't he play short?
Well, he was a shortstop, but we converted him into up the middle. He used to turn them doubles real pretty.
Who you got at short?
Tat.
Who you got at third?
Damn, I don't remember too many third basemen. I might say, but he played everywhere. I wouldn't mind having a Butch Nelson at third.
Okay, your opinion. Who you got behind the plate?
Oh, wait. I might want to take that.
Okay.
Oh. Man. The bad part is you can see somebody in your head, but you can't remember their name. Damn. Look. Here go my favorite out, y'all. I got cancer. It ain't my fault. I use that shit for everything.
You forgot your memory.
Yeah, I use that shit for everything. Oh, when you been drunk? I got cancer. So I'm using it. I'm pulling my cancer card. No, but yeah. All right, I'm gonna go with Butch Nelson.
Okay. Who you got behind the plate?
Jacob Pops. Oh, I forgot Jacob. Well, Jacob, yeah, never mind. I'm good. I got Jacob Pops behind the plate.
You got Maynard behind the plate.
Behind the plate.
You got pitching.
Big D.
Okay. Who you got in left?
Now we're talking about St. John's, right?
Yes, St. John's. We'll do Kingston in a minute, but yeah.
No, I just want to make sure. Who I got in left? Dio.
Who you got in center?
Milt.
Who you got in right?
Forster.
Ooh, that's not bad. That's not bad. Here's the key. Who's coaching?
Team like that, I would go with Ray Haskins. Yeah, a lot of respect.
Yeah,
So
Ray.
people are going line when they go to him.
Yeah, Ray. I can give you Ray. Okay. All right, let's do Kingston. Who you got at first?
Me
Who you got at second?
in Kingston, my info gonna be the same. Watson,
Short,
Tat,
third.
same info. Yeah, I have to go with damn, I just said his name. I'm losing my mind.
Butch.
Butch Nelson. Oh,
Yeah, yeah.
Fat Butch.
Big
I
Butch.
must have that. Yeah, Eddie
Rest
Bob.
in peace, Butch. Who you have behind the plate?
Reese.
Respect Reese. Who you got pitching?
Speedy.
Of course, the OG. Who you got in left?
Dio.
Who you got in center?
Nope.
Who you got right?
Now here go my problem. Who played that fence so well?
Well, you had Gmo, you had Chuck.
Dio. No, Dio. Derek Oliver.
No, I mean you had Gmo, you had Chuck. Uh,
Oh, Chuck. I
yeah,
mean, yeah.
you
Second.
had a lot of people who played out
Yeah.
there.
Yeah. No, Chuck used to play that fence though. He
Yeah,
know when to go get it and when not to go get it. And it's like he had some type of magnet when they hit off the pole for some reason.
you know
Yeah,
he,
yeah.
he was
Chuck on another level.
Chuck was also a shortstop, second baseman,
Right.
and he played up the middle.
Yeah. Man, I went to junior high school together. That's my guy.
And who's coaching that team?
What's Mo better coach name?
Chris Legree.
Yeah, I will go with him. Because to me, he's like a staple in that part.
Yeah, that's
Like
fact.
he knows how to maneuver in that part.
Yeah, that's true. Now, to close out, just wanted to say, is there anything you felt like we didn't touch on that you want to touch on, that you want people to know? Just to close out.
Well, I think we touched on everything, but what I do want to say to everybody in the chat, to you, you can become a sick person medicine, man. Sometimes you got to realize you are the medicine. You know what I mean? For me to get to talk to all y'all and to get to know all y'all, I swear to my mother, God bless her soul, I love you, man. I stole thoughts and ideas from y'all that helped me get through a whole lot of life besides just cancer. Even messages that I have to get across to my kids. So everybody in the baseball, softball world, I love y'all. Y'all saved my life. A lot of things happen on Sundays and I wasn't there. A lot of things happen on Saturdays and I wasn't there because I was in that baseball field. And if y'all didn't make me comfortable and feel like family, I wouldn't have been there. So I want to thank y'all and ask y'all to do your best for anybody that's ill to become their medicine.
That's what's up, my guy. Thank you for doing this, man. I really appreciate it. I really appreciate you coming on, giving us your testimony. I think we touched on everything from softball to life to mental health, and also more importantly, you dealing and battling with stage 4 cancer, and you
Fucking him up.
gave everybody the opportunity to let them know who didn't know how to handle and deal with that. So
Yes.
I appreciate you doing this on my show, and again, thank you for doing it.
You're welcome. Fuck cancer.
All right, my guy Whip. I'll holler at you, family. Thank you.
All right. Thank you. Appreciate y'all. Later.
Peace.
Peace.
All right, everybody. I just want to say thank you to everybody that tuned in to the A60 show. Thank you to our guest, my boy, my guy Whip, for giving us his testimony. To everybody that tuned in tonight, if you want to subscribe to my YouTube channel, please go to Chopping It Up with A60. Subscribe. I would appreciate that. For those that are on here, please share and like this episode of A60. It was a great episode. It was great to just talk about life. And, again, softball is a part of our life, but we got a lot of things that's going on in our life that we use softball as an outlet. And this was something that was very special. And I really appreciate him for doing that. And anybody else that want to come on and share their testimony, the A60 Show is available for anybody to come on and share their information. And we're just not talking about softball. We're talking about life. So we want to make sure we touch everything and get everything out in the open. All right. So everybody, let's hope these Yankees can battle us out. We can get it in and get to Game 6. I hope they do it. And for everybody, enjoy your evening. Stay safe. Go to the doctor. And of course, fuck cancer. Peace and love.